I know this is probably everyone's strategy, but like it works and people use the strategy because it works. So if it doesn't work for you, you got to switch something up, product creative. And Facebook, again, it's the king of platforms. It's going to optimize which one's better. Each product is going to be so different. Each day could be so different. When you first start a product, you want to make sure you're getting good quality, cheap quality traffic. And I feel like that's the most important thing to be looking for. When click-through rate is huge now, especially just because you want to know how many people. It's simple what it's used for, but these days, the tracking's off. So click-through rate has helped a lot. Just I like to purchase off pictures personally. Like if I see a picture and I like it, I'm gonna buy it. TikTok, I don't know. Personally, I can't buy based on videos unless it's like electronic or something.
So is that mainly just to get a little more technical then? I know some people really like that. When it comes to actual strategy then, when it comes to testing specifically, do you mainly go off of images then on Facebook?
Yeah, it's depending the product, of course. Some products, one of our biggest product now, we're actually running a lot of just UGC content. It's all custom content though. So we did take that next step and we pivoted from the general store to the niche branded and made that custom content. So yeah, I definitely think pictures still work though. Any product that I test that's new, I start with a picture because it's the easiest and people are still reacting to pictures. And if that product's going to work, I'm going to transition to videos and try to kind of just revamp creative, offer a new look to the consumers.
Interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. Now, one more technical question, because I'm sure people are going to ask this. When it comes to actually testing strategy on Facebook, how do you like to approach it? Is it more so like broad targeting? Do you do like X amount of ad sets? Like, what's the strategy look like?
Yeah, so I know this is probably everyone's strategy, but like it works and people use the strategy because it works. So if it doesn't work for you, you got to switch something up, product creative. But one campaign, like always, purchase for fire, purchase for conversions. And yeah, we do 10 ad sets, 10 different interests. And always, this is what we've changed in 2022. We test 2 ads now. So instead of testing just like one campaign, 10 ad sets, each have a different interest, and then one ad, we test 2 ads. This kind of just gives us a different look. We can test different angles when we do create our 2 different creatives. So it just helps a little bit. And Facebook, again, it's the king of platforms. It's going to optimize which one's better. But yeah, I mean, if that strategy isn't working for you, we've seen CBOs $100, like $100 a day, very broad, 5 ad sets, 2 ads per ad set, and very broad e-packet countries, no targeting. That's worked as well. Those are going to be for the more general products that you can't really, you don't really know exactly what they're going to be looking for or what interest to target, and it's worked really well.
Interesting. And then do you just run it for like a few days? Like, do you just cut it right away if it doesn't work? Or how much would you spend on a product test, you think?
So many people ask me this, and it's kind of hard to like. Each product's different. I'm
I
sure
feel
you know
that.
that. Like each product is going to be so different, and also like it's crazy, but each day could be so different.
Right.
And when you first start a product, you want to make sure you're getting good quality, cheap quality traffic. And I feel like that's the most important thing to be looking for when you're launching and kind of testing new products is like how good and how cheap is the traffic that you're getting. Um, so just break that down a little further. If we're doing e-packet and we're getting just cheap traffic from Israel, like obviously it's not the best traffic, but it's cheap. So there's an opportunity there. Um, if we're getting US traffic and we're getting $2 cost per click, it's just not there. There's no opportunity to translate into, our one dominant market of US.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, and the biggest thing that I really am looking into these days, because tracking's a little off, it's very hard to be predictable, is your click-through rate. I feel like that click-through rate is huge now, especially just because you want to know how many people. It's simple what
Right.
it's used for, but these days, the tracking's off. So click-through rate has helped a lot. Just us utilize, see what creatives are working well, and kind of just kind of just go from there.
Yeah, I do see a correlation between click-through rate and return on ad spend. Like, usually if it's a shitty click-through rate, the ROAS is bad. If it's really good, the ROAS tends to be good. So that's actually, you're right, that's a really good lower funnel metric to look at, especially at the beginning.